In the heart of the African savannah, the small village of Mchanga thrived alongside the majestic herds of elephants that roamed the land. The villagers revered the elephants, believing them to be sacred guardians of the earth. Among them was Nia, a young woman with a spirit as vast as the plains themselves. She had always felt a special connection to the elephants, often spending hours watching them from afar and sketching their magnificent forms in her journal. One evening, as the sun set in a blaze of orange and red, Nia's grandmother, Jalia, called her to their modest hut. Jalia, the village elder, was known for her wisdom and knowledge of ancient lore. With a serious expression, she handed Nia an intricately carved ivory pendant. "This has been passed down through generations," Jalia said. "It is said to hold the power to commune with the elephants, a gift that will be revealed when the time is right." Nia was intrigued but skeptical. The pendant was beautiful, but she found it hard to believe in its supposed power. Nonetheless, she wore it around her neck, feeling a sense of duty to honor her grandmother's trust. That night, Naya had a vivid dream. She found herself in a vast clearing, surrounded by a herd of elephants. The largest of them, an ancient bull with wise eyes, approached her and knelt, bowing its head. When she awoke, she felt an inexplicable sense of purpose, as if the dream had been more than just a figment of her imagination. The next morning, Naya decided to explore the area where she had seen the elephants in her dream. She ventured deeper into the savannah than ever before, her pendant glowing faintly in the sunlight. As she walked, she noticed an unusual silence, the kind that often precedes something significant. Suddenly, she heard a faint trumpeting in the distance. Following the sound, she came upon a young elephant calf, trapped in a poacher's snare. Her heart raced with both fear and determination. She carefully approached the calf, speaking softly to soothe its panic. With deft hands, she managed to free it from the cruel trap. As she tended to the calf's wounds, the herd appeared, led by the same ancient bull from her dream. The bull regarded her with those wise, knowing eyes. Nia felt a strange energy coursing through her, as if the pendant were channeling the elephant's collective spirit. The bull lifted its trunk and touched her pendant, causing it to glow brightly. In that moment, Nia felt a profound connection to the herd, understanding their thoughts and emotions. The elephants, grateful for her help, seemed to accept her as one of their own. The ancient bull communicated through silent gestures and emotions, conveying a deep-seated trust and a plea for help. Naya realized that the elephants were in grave danger from poachers and that she had been chosen to protect them. Determined to safeguard the elephants, Nia returned to Mchanga and shared her experience with Jalia and a few trusted friends. They listened with rapt attention as she described the pendant's power and the bond she felt with the elephants. Jalia nodded thoughtfully. "The prophecy speaks of a protector who will rise in a time of great need," she said. "You are that protector, Nia." Together, they devised a plan to uncover the poachers' network. Nia, leveraging her newfound connection with the elephants, would patrol the savannah and gather intelligence. The villagers, meanwhile, would work to fortify their defenses and alert neighboring communities. As days turned into weeks, Nia's bond with the elephants grew stronger. She spent countless hours with them, learning their ways and earning their trust. The ancient bull, whom she named Rafiki, became her guide and mentor. Through him, she learned of the poachers' movements and their ruthless tactics. One evening, while scouting the edge of the forest, Naya stumbled upon a hidden poachers' camp. She observed them from a distance, noting their numbers and the layout of their encampment. With this crucial information, she returned to Mchanga to prepare for the inevitable confrontation. Armed with knowledge and determination, Naya and the villagers set their plan into motion. They forged alliances with neighboring tribes and coordinated their efforts to protect the elephants and dismantle the poachers' operations. The savannah, once a peaceful haven, now bristled with a quiet tension as everyone prepared for the impending clash. One moonlit night, the poachers launched a brazen attack on the elephant herd. Nia, Rafiki, and the villagers were ready. As the poachers approached, the elephants formed a protective circle around their young, trumpeting loudly to ward off the intruders. Nia, empowered by the pendant, stood at the forefront with Rafiki. She felt a surge of energy as the pendant glowed brightly, amplifying her voice and presence. She called out to the poachers, urging them to leave the sacred land. Her words, infused with the spirit of the elephants, reverberated through the night. Despite her warnings, the poachers advanced, intent on capturing the elephants. In a coordinated effort, the villagers and their allies launched a counterattack, using traps and ambushes to disorient and capture the poachers. The elephants, guided by Rafiki and Nia, charged with a force that shook the ground, their sheer power overwhelming the intruders. The battle was fierce, but the villagers and elephants fought with unmatched courage and unity. In the midst of the chaos, Nia faced the leader of the poachers, a ruthless man named Kibo. As they clashed, Nia's pendant emitted a blinding light, momentarily stunning Kibo and revealing his true form, a shapeshifter who had exploited his abilities for greed and power. Realizing the depth of their deception, Nia and Rafiki launched a final, coordinated strike. With a trumpeting roar, Rafiki charged, knocking Kibo to the ground. Nia, harnessing the pendant's power, bound him with a magical force, ensuring he could no longer harm the elephants or the land. With the poachers defeated and Kibo neutralized, a profound sense of triumph and relief washed over the savannah. The villagers gathered around the victorious elephants, their faces alight with joy and gratitude. They had fought valiantly, and the bond between humans and elephants had proven unbreakable. As dawn broke, casting a golden light over the land, Jalia, the village elder, gathered everyone in the central clearing. Her voice, filled with pride and wisdom, echoed across the savannah. Today, we celebrate not only our victory, but the fulfillment of an ancient prophecy, she began, her eyes meeting Nia's. The prophecy spoke of a protector who would rise in our time of need, one who would uncover an unexpected power within themselves and lead us to triumph, Jalia continued. Nia, you have fulfilled this prophecy. You have discovered your true strength and have led us to victory. Nia's heart swelled with pride and gratitude as she stood before the villagers and the elephants. She had always felt a deep connection to the elephants, but now she understood the full extent of their bond. The pendant she wore, a symbol of her lineage and the elephants' trust, had guided her to this moment. Its power had been the key to unlocking her destiny. As the villagers celebrated, Nia felt a gentle nudge at her side. It was Rafiki, the ancient bull elephant who had been her guide and protector throughout her journey. She reached out and touched his trunk, feeling the warmth and strength of his presence. In his eyes, she saw a reflection of her own journey, a journey of courage, discovery, and fulfillment. Over the following weeks, Nia worked tirelessly alongside Rafiki and the herd to ensure their continued safety. The bond between the elephants and the villagers grew stronger than ever. The villagers, inspired by Nia's bravery and the elephants' trust, pledged to protect their sacred land and its majestic guardians. Nia's story spread far and wide, becoming a legend told around campfires and in homes across the savannah. She had not only saved the elephants, but had also brought a newfound sense of unity and purpose to her people. The prophecy had been fulfilled, and the land flourished under their care. One evening, as Nia stood at the edge of the savannah, watching the elephants roam freely, Jalia approached her. "You have done well, Nia," she said, her voice filled with pride. "You have honored our ancestors and safeguarded our future. The spirit of the land and the elephants will endure because of you." Nia smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. She knew that her journey was far from over. There would always be challenges to face and threats to the land, but with the wisdom of the elephants and the strength of her people, she was ready for whatever lay ahead. And so, as the sun set on the savannah, casting a warm, golden glow over the land, Nia stood tall, the pendant glowing faintly against her chest. She was the protector, the guardian of the elephants, and the embodiment of a prophecy fulfilled. Her story, intertwined with the majestic creatures of the savannah, would be a lasting legacy of triumph, unity, and the unexpected power found within.